local people, local news and events, local sports, local matters. For all things Lloydminster and area, this is Live with Kurt Price.
Great to have you with us this morning. Aaron Buckingham is here. He's going to tell us about tomorrow's 12-hour Play It Forward fundraising hockey game, the fifth of its kind for Border City Connects, taking place at the Cenovus Energy Hub. It's an exciting day. I'm proud to be a part of this again this year, and we're going to find out all about it and get you involved as well. Superior Water specializes in nothing but water, and with over 23 years in the business, they're proud and confident that their water and their service is superior. For iron filters, water softeners, reverse osmosis distillers, chlorine removal, and H2S odor removal, you can give Superior Water a call, 780-875-6636, or stop and see them at their 57th Avenue location, right beside Sheepskin Loft, and stay hydrated with pure, clean water. I drink Superior Water because I like the taste, and after all, it is superior water. Just a quick note that Elevate, the young women's empowering event that was scheduled for May 9th, has been moved now to November. Deanna Wandler, who joined us on the program a few weeks back, told us that the event has been moved to Thursday, November the 12th. Now, unfortunately, that's going to be here before we all know it because summer will fly by. But the event remains the same. It's just moving to a more indoor-friendly sort of time of year. Well, today is the deadline to order your plants for the B. Fisher Foundation and Wickham Nurseryland Plant Fundraiser. You can order hanging baskets. There's also fertilizer. There's all kinds of tomatoes. Oh, my wife went through the list, like, just pick already. And there's more. And there's even planting workshops. And marketing manager Kim Crockett told us how easy it is to place your order.
It's all online. And if someone has a bit of a concern trying to do that, they're welcome to come in and see me at our B. Fisher admin office. But simply going to bfisher.com, and there's going to be a link right on our homepage that says Spring Fundraiser, and somebody will be able to go right away to see the lineup of all of the plants, the products, and also to sign up for whichever of the workshops that they'd like to sign up for as well.
Last week, we were on the Alberta side of the border to tell you about a dinner theater fundraiser. And this week, we moved to Saskatchewan. The Spruce Lake Play Group is holding a dinner theater on April 25th at the Milton Community Hall. Tickets for Your Wife Is Who are available by contacting Kelsey at 306-895-8353 for the April 25th performance. Time now for Live in Lloydminster. Live in Lloydminster is brought to you by the Vic Juba Community Theatre and May Cinema 6.
Lights up Lloydminster, your next night out starts here. This is Live in Lloyd with Tanis Heinz, bringing you the latest from Vic Juba Community Theatre. Here's what's coming up. This Saturday, the Morgan Wallen Tribute Show starts at 7:30 p.m. Tickets are $45, a high-energy night of country hits you know and love. Sing along and feel the full concert experience. Up next, Ron James, The Noise Between Our Ears on April 28th. Sharp, smart, and seriously funny stand-up from one of Canada's best. Then, the Stampeders, one more time on June 18th. It's classic Canadian rock and pure nostalgia. Plus, there's classic country coming this fall. Check out Honky Tonk Man on October 21st, a high-energy tribute to Dwight Yoakam. Want to support arts and raise funds for your group? We're looking for community groups to help with ushering at upcoming events, and we'll provide an honorarium as a thank you for your time. It's a win-win. Be part of live arts and culture in our community, gain behind-the-scenes experience at events, earn funds back for your team, club, or cause. Whether it's a group of coworkers or volunteer community organization, if you're looking for a unique fundraiser or to get your required volunteer hours in, we'd love to partner with you. Volunteers must be 18 plus. Reach out to get involved and claim your dates at gm@vicjubatheatre.ca or call the box office at 780-872-7400. Get your tickets at vicjubatheatre.ca or through the Vic Juba box office 780-872-7400. Grab your crew and make it a night to remember at Vic Juba Community Theatre.
And opening at May Cinema 6 this weekend, two very different movies. First up, Lee Cronin's The Mummy. The young daughter of a journalist disappears into the desert without a trace. 8 years later, the broken family is shocked when she's returned to them. However, what should be a joyful reunion soon turns into a living nightmare as she starts to transform into something truly horrifying. And then David Spade and Theo Vaughn star in a buddy comedy that they also wrote called Bus Boys, about two chaotic friends who believe that becoming waiters at a restaurant in an Arizona border town will solve all their problems. They're not entirely wrong, but they're not entirely right either. Also playing at May Cinema 6, Project Hail Mary, the Super Mario Galaxy movie, You, Me, and Tuscany, and Reminders of Him. For tickets and showtimes to all upcoming movies, including Lee Cronin's The Mummy, go to maytheaters.com. Live in Lloyd is brought to you by the Vic Juba Community Theatre and May Cinema 6. Get your nominations into us today for Cupcakes for Caregivers. We're always looking for nominations and for caregivers who deserve to be recognized and rewarded. If you know someone that you think should be recognized, email livewithkurtprice@gmail.com. Tell us about that special caregivers, and we'll go out and do our best to get them recognized. Cupcakes for Caregivers is brought to you by Lloydminster Sobeys and Umbrella Marketing and Design. Just a great way to just thank someone, those that are often overlooked. Just say, we appreciate what you do. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to tell you about tomorrow's Play It Forward, a hockey game, the fifth time they've ever done this. The third location. I've been lucky enough to be a part of all three locations and all five. We'll talk about that and how you can get involved, and I really hope you will when we come back.
At Jason Arden Associates Cooperators, we're proud to be a top-rated local insurance company that offers flexible solutions and expert advice for all your insurance and investment needs. We'll work with you to tailor your insurance specific to your needs, and we offer investment advice that always puts you first. At Cooperators, one of our core values is to give back to the communities that we live in. Thanks to the support of our clients in Lloydminster and area, in 2023, Jason Arden Associates has donated $40,000 to local nonprofits, charities, students, athletes, and other special events. How does your insurance company support our community?
At Lloydminster and District Co-op, membership matters more. Because being part of a co-op means you're connected to something bigger than yourself. From long-held legacy by those who built our communities, to people you call family, friends, and neighbors. When you're a Lloyd Co-op member, you're an owner in a local business that prides itself on purpose alongside profit. You earn cash back, you help support causes that matter most, and you're building a better way of life for the next generation. Membership matters more.
Border City Furniture in downtown Lloydminster is proud to be your 100% locally owned and operated furniture store with a focus on Canadian-made quality furniture. Shop their tremendous selection of beautiful living room sets, stylish sectionals, and comfy recliners. Border City Furniture also offers many different sizes of dinettes, as well as incredible bedroom sets and mattresses. Stop in and see Calvin and Ryan for the best customer service experience in Lloyd. They've got the awards to prove it. Border City Furniture in downtown Lloydminster, where the sale never ends.
At Wellings of Lloydminster 55 Plus community, life doesn't slow down here, it simply gets easier. Live carefree with no schedules, no pressure, just the freedom to live life at your own pace. Discover more about Care Freedom Living exclusively at Wellings. Stop by our open house in the brand new clubhouse Saturday, April 18th from 1 to 3 p.m. Wellings of Lloydminster, 3211 72 Ave, and connect at wellingsoflloydminster.com for more.
BioClean Disaster Services is committed, certified, reliable, and will help you get your life back. You can get a hold of BioClean Disaster Services at 1-833-246-8326. Of course, they always hope that you won't need their services, but they are there for a reason. Any kind of fire, flood, any kind of disaster, you're going to be grateful that they are there. And they're there to take care of your belongings and your property, but more than anything, take care of you and your family. I like to refer to BioClean Disaster Services as our local restoration company. You see their name on the swimming pool. They sponsored a lot of events. If you don't know what they've done for the Sexual Assault Center, please have a look at that because they've gone the extra mile there as well. But they also now have become Lloydminster's largest restoration company. 1-833-246-8326, BioClean Disaster Services. I want to welcome Aaron Buckingham to the program. Aaron is here today. Talk about the Transform Crane and Equipment Play It Forward hockey game, the 5th of its kind. First one started at the Civic Center. Was grateful to be a part of that. Raised a lot of money. Moved over to the Service Sports Center. Raised a lot of money. And now we're over to the Cenovus Energy Hub. So, Aaron, I know this is a time of year that everybody is excited about hockey because of the playoffs.
Yeah.
And they're around the corner, but there's more reasons to be excited about hockey here in Lloydminster. This is a fun event.
Yeah, it's been really good. Came up with an idea. I mean, if you look at the history of it, I was working with Border City Connects at the time of the first event, and we had a TAPD grant, which is a Transportation for People with Disabilities grant, to replace one of the big vans you see driving around Lloyd. But that grant basically paid for half the cost of one. So I was tasked with coming up with the additional $60,000 of, how we're going to pay for the rest of this van. So I said, I've said it before, what does Lloydminster love? Lloydminster loves community and Lloydminster loves hockey. How can we marry those two things? And that was the origins of the game. In that first year, we raised $60,000 and we were able to buy that van. Years 2 and 3, we do a lot of Border City Connects. People don't realize how much Border City Connects does as far as out of town things. So if someone doesn't have the ability, either have a vehicle or can't afford to go, but they've been shipped out of Lloydminster to Saskatoon or Edmonton for a specialist appointment or things like that, we have vans that take people. And it costs this much. It's what can you give? How much can you help us, offset the cost of doing it? So it's not a set fee. And we have an amazing group of volunteer drivers that drive those. So we're not paying staff. Whatever they can give goes to fuel and wear and tear and that kind of thing. And the second year, it was like, the last thing I want to see is someone's grandmother broken down on the side of the road by Vegreville on the way to a medical appointment because the vehicles they were using were getting miled out. So we bought a couple of vans in the next year 2 and year 3. We bought vehicles to replace the ones that were miled out so we can ensure safe passage for all of these people that are going to these medical appointments in and out of town. And I got to tell you, and I hope our players feel the same way, because this isn't about me. This is about the event and the community. And I just get to be the guy that came up with the initial idea. But everybody that's had a part in this, whether you're a sponsor or a player, you see the Play It Forward logo on these vans. That to me is the ultimate satisfaction, right? We made a difference as a group in our community for people that need it. And, I'm not getting any younger. I'm probably going to need to use this sooner than later too. So it's not about just today. It's about keeping this going, which is why we're on year 5, because there is always a need to support Border City Connects and the things that they do in our community for our youth, to our elderly. They're everywhere.
That's a really good point, Aaron. As I watch, my family and the people around me get older and start to rely on these things, man, I don't know sometimes if people realize and recognize just how important Border City Connects is to our community and how I guess lucky we are to have it.
Yeah, there's a lot of communities.
Really
there's a lot of communities our size and smaller that would just, they'd bend over backwards to do anything they could to have a service like this. And, you see the big vans running around town. That's a staff service. And we do trips to the churches and we do trips for schools and things like that. And you see that all the time.
At this, exercise service.
And you see those things, and those are staffed. And that's the business of Border City Connects. We do that. I mean, it's a nonprofit, obviously. It's not designed to make any money, and it doesn't. But it's the other stuff. It's that list of volunteers that drive those vans to Edmonton, Saskatoon, sometimes North Battleford, wherever people need to go for whatever kind of thing they need. And that's all volunteers. So when you're donating to this and supporting those things, it's not like a big national nonprofit where so much goes to administration and all this stuff. This makes a direct difference, and that I'm very proud of.
There are some costs associated with Border City Connects, but when you compare it what happens in other communities and what they're asking for what is needed, boy, it is a low cost to the people that provide service to.
I've always said, those that, I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to anyway. Those that know me, I've always said that when people are talking about public transportation in Lloydminster, I've always said from the get-go that Border City Connects is the answer to public transportation in Lloydminster. If that's a direction the city wants to go, why not utilize a service that's already there? instead of recreating the wheels. So, there's things for future growth that Border City Connects can do to serve the community. And that's one of those things that I know has been tossed around, but that's been my idea for years, is that we could use Border City Connects to do that.
So the hockey game tomorrow at the Cenovus Energy Hub, how excited are the players that they get to play in Cenovus Energy Hub?
It's interesting this year. We had our pre-skates last night where you get to come out and meet the team. So we had a 1 hour game. Team 1 played Team 2, Team 3 played Team 4, just to get out and meet the guys. Because what's really interesting is that we have a lot of guys this year, life changes, family happens, that kind of stuff. So we got a lot of players that have been there since year 1 that couldn't make it this year. They're taking their own kids to play hockey, spring hockey in a Regina tournament and things like that. So this year, I would suggest that almost half of our players are first-time players to the game. So the word is out there for that. And I walked in the dressing rooms last night and talked to everybody about it, and just kind of, I don't think half of them really understood why they were playing. They heard about it. They thought it was a good thing. They like hockey, away they went. And we got in there in the dressing rooms last night talking to the new players, and they're like, wow, really? I'm like, yeah. By the end of tomorrow, if things go well, in 5 years, we'll be well over $300,000 fundraised by these crews. And that's the major part of the fundraising, is that each player, 48 of them that come out and play in this game, have to raise a minimum of $500 a piece just to play. So those people are taking that upon themselves. Not just are they signing up to play in a game, they're signing up to solicit funds from their friends, their family, their coworkers, their businesses to make that 500. And some people just make the 500, and that's great. And other people are $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 individually. It's unbelievable. And that's Lloydminster. I mean, whenever we have something going on here, people step up, and it always blows me away. It's just absolutely humbling.
So you reached all your players? I know you were 10 short or something a month ago, but you got everybody in.
Yeah, I was pretty concerned with guys that have played every year that couldn't make it out this year. And I was like, oh boy. And again, away we go. We got one player driving from Medicine Hat, right? We got a guy that just hasn't lived around the area long, moved here from Melville, Saskatchewan not long ago, right? We've got people from all over the place, and they're jumping on board.
That's awesome. I love hearing that. I love hearing that the guys are excited to raise some funds. So if you're not playing in a game, Aaron, what's the best way to donate, help out? And I know you like some crowd down there as well.
Yeah, of course. It's a long day for the players, and having some people in the stands to watch the game and cheer once in a while or whatever is great. So we really appreciate that. So getting involved, Lloydminster always gets involved, right? In this yellow binder is this huge list of wonderful businesses. Of course, Transform Crane and Equipment being our title sponsor. We can't thank Lee and his crew enough there. We're going to be doing a ceremonial puck drop tomorrow morning at 9 with the mayor and Lee, and I'll be on the ice with them to make sure that all goes well, because they deserve a lot of credit for helping us to reach our goals. But then you've got a list of sponsors a mile long, and I'm not going to go through them all because I'm scared. There's so many. I'm scared to miss one. And so I just want to say thanks to every team or every business that sponsored this event. And when you come down tomorrow, you can get a program. You can see those sponsors. They're all in there. And I always say these people are the people that are paying your kids' hockey fees, and they're sponsoring this event and sponsoring that event. Take a look at this list. It is an unbelievable example of the business spirit and the community spirit in our community. Come down, watch the game, grab a program, and then when you need something from a business, look and see who sponsored this event, because these people are making a huge difference.
Yeah, listing off the sponsors will be my job tomorrow. Tell us about the broadcast, where you can find it.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing live broadcasting on that. There will be a link on the Border City Connects website for that link, and it's really fun to watch. And then, of course, being in the brand new Cenovus Energy Hub, we did that on purpose. We've had replay screens and everything else, and sitting on the bench as a player, and the guys watch what just happened on the bench. So it's pretty cool. And for me, I want to give the players the best experience we possibly can, because I want them to want to come back, right? So the first year we did the replay screens up there, it was a riot on the bench, right? Because everybody was looking and said, oh man, look at I just giving everybody the gears, right? So Maz Entertainment's been a huge sponsor of ours, making the in-rink experience for both viewers and the players something pretty cool. Now, when you've got the Cenovus Energy Hub and you've got the big Jumbotron in the center, we can use that. So the ribbing and the laughing and stuff that goes on the bench is a lot of fun. It really is. So it's going to be a really good experience. It's NHL caliber, like noon hour hockey league caliber hockey, and then the production value is really good. And thanks to you and Heather for doing the play-by-play. And, you know, if you can't make it to the game tomorrow and you want to tune in, I know there's a lot of guys from Cenovus that have played in the past and are again this year. There's a lot from the Cenovus Husky Midstream world. I know that they've broadcast this game in a boardroom in Calgary for their employees to watch and then donate and so on and so forth. So if you can't do that, can't be there, watch the game online, and you'll hear commentary from Kurt and Heather. But the biggest part of that is we also have a list of people that are coming in from time to time all day, doing interviews and talking about the stuff that Border City Connects means directly to them and the difference it's made in their lives or their nonprofit groups or whatever the case may be. And that to me is the most touching part of it all. You know, you can donate to all kinds of wonderful charities, but then you wonder sometimes, where did my money go? What did it do? And tomorrow during the live broadcast, you're going to be able to see a great cross section of examples of the things Border City Connects does, spoken by the people we're doing it for.
Yeah, a normal hockey game, the replays would be the best of.
These are too.
These are the worst of at times as well. Do you set a goal this year, Aaron? And do you have somewhere where you want these funds directly to go? Yeah.
So if you go today, anytime, and all day tomorrow, it'll live update as well on the Border City Connects website. Go down the menu, hit the play it forward, and every player that's playing in the game is listed there, and you can pick a player to sponsor. The money all goes to the same place. So none of the players are really saying like, please, sponsor me, right? Except if they're doing it face to face. I would have a simple ask today. Some of these kids, and I call them kids because we've got some younger players that are playing in this game this year too. If you look on the website today, you'll see some kids, younger people that are under their goal. So if you want to make a donation to the game, please do it today by 7:00 if you can, and help some of these people that are struggling to reach their goal, get over that $500 mark. Don't sponsor me. I'm over my minimum, right? Like pick somebody that you see down the list, unless you know somebody that you want to specifically sponsor. But if you don't and just want to help the organization, please just pick a player that's under that $500 mark and make your donation today. And that will be a huge help to them. They're giving of their time. They're giving of their day. They're taking a day off work. Some employers are wonderful and they give days in lieu for this. You're going out and doing a community thing. Yep. That's awesome. But some are just doing it. And so if you want to make a donation, pick a player and you can donate on the website today.
And the goal,
yes. And the goal, we're looking to make sure that we're over that $65,000 mark this year in the game, like I said, which in 5 years will take us well over 300,000 total.
And use that, like, do you have a van you want to purchase? Is it to replace tires? What?
Yeah, so this year is greatest need. So whether it's tires, service, whatever we have to do to make sure that these trips go, because we've purchased a couple newer vans in the last few years, they aren't miled out, but they do need to be taken care of. Right. So as the game goes on, this is year 5 of 50. In my opinion, like I want this game to go on for a long time, right? So as years go on, we will revert to replacing and refurbishing as needed, right? But the difference we've made in the first 4 years means we don't have to actually buy a new one this year, but they are doing well over 1,000 trips with those vehicles a year. So you think about the load on the volunteer drivers at 1,000 trips, it's crazy.
Well, I think about your gas bill too.
And with the price of gas these days, it's not great. So that's why we chose greatest need this year. Not that we knew the gas prices were going to do what they've done in the last month, but still, we'll be able to help everybody get to where they need to go.
Anything I'm forgetting here?
No, I think that's the gist of it. But the big thing is today is the big push for players to make it over their fundraising goal. So head over to bordercityconnects.com, click on the Play It Forward link, and help somebody that you see might be struggling to get there.
Thanks, Darren. Appreciate it.
Oh, no problem.
Really looking forward to tomorrow. Once again, 5th annual Transform Crane Equipment Play It Forward hockey game. Now, there is an auction going on today. It's actually wrapping up today for the Bar Colony School. Asset Link is hosting that auction. And because of popular demand, they've opened up the doors again here today. And I was over there this morning. I talked to Regan. There's a lot of people walking around, a lot of people going in and seeing which item they want because there's a lot of shelving units. Which one is the best? You want to bid on that one? That kind of thing. There's lockers, all kinds of stuff. So you can head over there. But we headed over there this morning, talked to Regan Reese. We'll take a break and come back with that in a moment.
At Diamond 7 Meats, we take pride in our quality products and outstanding service. Our custom processing goes far beyond just cutting your meat. There's also a very popular in-store cuts and fresh sausage cooler with all your family's needs and budget in mind. Planning a wedding, family reunion, or weekend get-together? Let us prepare a mouth-watering roast beef, pulled pork, or brisket to perfection just for you. or take it home and prepare it yourself with one of our incredible Yoder smokers. Diamond 7 Meats, locally owned, family owned, and proudly serving the farm families and communities of the Midwest.
I'm Brian Zinchuk of PipelineOnline.ca. I used to be a pipeliner and I've spent the last 15 years reporting on energy in Saskatchewan. PipelineOnline.ca provides comprehensive coverage of light oil, heavy oil, lithium, helium, power production including coal, wind, solar, geothermal, natural gas, and nuclear. There's a lot happening in Saskatchewan's energy sector, and Pipeline Online is there for all of it. No one else comes even close.
How can you help support the oil and gas industry and jobs in Western Canada? The answer is closer than you think. Sell your scrap metals to PWM Steel. PWM sells scrap iron to Evraz, located in Regina. Evraz's #1 customer is the energy sector, building pipes and plates for the oil and gas industry. PWM Steel is your locally owned metal recycler and steel service center in the area. Plus, they're a strong supporter of the community. PWM Steel, your top steel supplier for Alberta and Saskatchewan for 40 years. It's more than just taxes at L&A CPA. Assurance, accounting, retirement planning, estate planning, business consulting, financial consulting, farm program support, and bookkeeping. But yes, there is always taxes. The team at L&A CPA is committed to helping you achieve your best results and will be there to assist you every step of the way. L&A CPA, with offices in Provost, Vermilion, and Lloydminster.
We're at Bar Colony School. I got Regan Reese with me from Asset Link. And Regan, this has been quite the project, but Bar Colony School, the liquidation for Lloyd Public School Division is on. The school's coming down. When's the school coming down?
My understanding is that a month or two from now it's coming down, but I don't know all the ins and outs of it. But we're getting the first part ready, liquidating all the interior parts, desks, chairs, lockers, all the contents inside the school are going today.
You got to pick them up Friday or Saturday, right?
Friday and Saturday, we've left it open. We're going to have a staff here to help, but buyer is responsible for loadout, so we'll have everything here to get it out to your pickup truck. But yeah, today is Thursday. Get your bids in today. It closes by the end of today, and things will be slowly closing as the day goes on, from lot number 1 up to 350, whatever we're at now. And then Friday, Saturday will be loadout. So make sure everyone's organized, and we'll get things moved out of the school.
I know a lot of people wanted to come in and take one last look at some of their items. There's a lot of one-off items. You kind of had some pressure to open up the school, didn't you?
We did. Yeah, it's Thursday morning here, and we're happy to be here. If anyone has any registration questions, last chance to see the school, walk the hallways, or to get information on bidding, today's your day to do it, and let's get down and get your bids in.
Now tell me how the auction closes, because I know there's certain items that close at 10:30, 11 o'clock, things like that. But those might stay open a little bit longer if there's bids, right?
That's right. It's called dynamic close. So everything is going to be selling on a timed basis. So starting with lot 1, then lot 2, then lot 3. 1 minute separates each one. If someone bids in the last minute, it's going to extend. So with that extended bidding, everyone's going to get a fair chance to bid. And once everyone's exhausted bidding, that item will close. So if you want it, you will guarantee to get it if you stay in it and keep bidding.
I think the advantage of coming down here is there's so many one-off items, so many unique items that are here. I mean, I've been here several times. Things have moved around.
They have, some of the highlights I've had a lot of calls on, there's lawnmowers, there's lawn equipment. People think it's just desks and lockers. There's a vending machine that a lot of oil field guys have been calling me on, asking, what do I know about it? But yeah, a lot of unique things. Come down and check it out.
Yes, got to come down and check it out. A lot of history here as well. This is the part of the school that was moved on. So Regan will just show you here. That's the part of the school that was moved on, and that's the part that's coming down. So I know a lot of people have said, well, isn't there something you can do? Sometimes there just isn't. So it's going to come down in about 2 months from now. A lot of history in this school, a lot of items yet to go. And once again, items are closing now. They'll finish up around 5 o'clock, Regan.
That's right. The last item is scheduled, I think, 4:50. And if it's dynamic closing around 5 o'clock, we expect the wholesale to be wrapped up and sold. Unreserved, highest bidder takes it. Everything's closing out here.
Put Avery School into your GPS. You will arrive at Bar Colony School, and their signs up.